It's time now for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on a Sunday evening, June 19th, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. Your top news headlines at 5 o'clock on this Sunday evening. And our top story at 5 is Washington, where Donald Trump said Sunday that the U.S. would have to consider profiling Muslims in response to terror attacks. I think provided something that they're going to have to think about as a country. Trump said on CBS States the Nation. Anton Yelchin, who died Sunday, age of 27, started acting when he was a child and went on to star. The films range from big budget watches like the Star Trek series to small movies like 2011 drama Like Crazy to 2015 horror Green Room. Washington. U.S. officials will release partial transcripts of 3 phone conversations that the government will kill 49 people in Florida gay collaborated at law enforcement during the massacre. Attorney General Loretta Lynch said on Sunday. Despite previous blowouts, Cleveland Cavaliers, Golden State Warriors tonight at 8 o'clock at Oakland could be a classic for the ages. London, the poster circulated by a group of educated Britons withdrawal from the European Union shows a huge line of migrants staying in distance with the words breaking print slashed over the fire engine red. 13 children and 1 adult died Sunday after the 3 tourist boats capsized during a storm in the northwest Russia, officials said. Demonstrators in the capital of the Japanese prefecture of Okinawa protested the United States military presence on the island. Jerusalem. Israel's cabinet approved an additional $18.6 million for the West Bank settlements to help defray the cost of the unique security situation spurred. One Palestinian leader say Israel openly supports Rafah. Investigators had just started analyzing the 2 black boxes recovered of the Egypt Air Flight 804, the first significant step to find out what brought down the airliner with 66 people on board, officials said Sunday. In New Delhi, the Indian Air Force has commissioned its first 3 female fighter pilots. Chicago, at least 35 people have died and 25 missing after heavy rains and floods triggered landslides in central Java. Denver, people in wheelchairs walking on stilts and rainbow decorated motorcycles turned out the gay party events over the weekend. Washington, top National Rifle Association officials split Sunday with Donald Trump's decision that armed club courts are a good idea. Former Vanderbilt football player Brendan Vandenberg was booked this Saturday night in 2013 gang rape of an unconscious woman in a dorm room. Despite multiple calls from concerned neighbors and leaked countless suspicious behavior over the years, police didn't search to the suspected Vanderbilt home until child welfare concerns report. Bowling Green, Virginia, 6 people are killed and 10 remain hospitalized by a crash involving a van in a car on Interstate 95 in Northern Virginia on Saturday. Chicago, a popular contestant on the Mexican version of The Voice was shot and killed in Chicago's southwest side Thursday night while celebrating his 45th birthday. San Francisco, a 5-alarm fire in San Francisco neighborhood burned 6 buildings and forced the evacuation of at least 20 people in a 5-area block on Saturday. Amherst, Massachusetts, public meeting in Nevada to watch the summer solstice sunrise that sets out among the standing stones on the sunwheel at the University of Massachusetts in Amherst. The event on Monday will mark the astronomical change in the season when days are longest and the nights are shortest in the northern hemisphere. U.S. astronomer Stephen Schneider will discuss the astronomical cause of the sun solstice. The sun will appear to the fixed spot in the northeast horizon and the Pacific in the northwest direction of more, and the mark is marked by the tall stones of the sunwheel. Found at Massachusetts, Coast Guard and local marine specialists have freed a leatherback sea turtle without was entangled in the fish line off the coast of Cape Cod. Microsoft LinkedIn and was going up to PayPal. As the Brexit was, they don't have to worry about India investors now needing to the central bank governor Rajan's independent departure what it amounts to be a double stress test this week for the moves to bolster the nation's finances. The sentiment guiding international investors and policymakers of the last week could perhaps be expressed by a sharp and drawn breath. St. Cloud, Minnesota-based company said Santa Bucks were detected as no one's been reported as school of parent suspects in task tempted beyond meat called 27 tons of chicken. And NASA designed an electric airplane can serve as a model of aircraft manufacturers airplanes looking to create more efficient and environmentally friendly aircraft. Alzheimer's disease and permanent memory loss have always gone hand in hand until now. A new study shows that memory loss in people who have Alzheimer's disease is reversal by the combination of nutrition, medication, and lifestyle change. The 7 days directly is designed to test Atlanta's demand for trade union health insurance. Puerto Ricans, followed by Mexicans living in the U.S., have higher rates of chronic illness compared to other Hispanics in the U.S. Peter Childers on 505 on this Sunday evening is time now for a sports report. The Boston Red Sox defeat the Seattle Mariners 2-1 to take 2 out of 3 from the Seattle Mariners. Okay, other scores been in the majors. Top of the first, it's the San Diego Padres. Washington Nationals tied up 1-1 in the piece in the top of the first. Los Angeles Dodgers trailing the Milwaukee Brewers 1-0 in the top of the second. Los Angeles Angels leading the Oakland Athletics 1-0 in the top of the third. Texas Rangers leading the St. Louis Cardinals 5-4 in the top of the 8th. Detroit Tigers and the Kansas City Royals tied at 1 in the top of the 10th. Bottom 8, it's the Minnesota Twins leading the New York Yankees 6-3. Baltimore Orioles leading the Toronto Blue Jays 11-6 in the top of the 8th. Subsequent Giants defeat the Tampa Bay Rays 5-1. Atlanta Braves shut out the New York Mets 6-0. Miami Marlins over the Colorado Rockies 3-0. Cleveland Indians over the Seattle Mariners. Cleveland Indians over the Chicago White Sox 3-2. Arizona Diamondbacks to the Phillies 5-1, and the Houston Astros shut out the Cincinnati Reds 6-0. History is on the line in the epic Game 7 showdown, but there were quips about Asher Curry's consequential retreat, extending real factors to the notice of pressure. Often when people talk about bad contracts handed out by the Red Sox, they're talking about Henry Rimmer as an Andrew Sandoval as Boston Red Sox placed $72.5 million non-field in the waiver 34 months after signing in. Peter Chaldusan, 507 on this Sunday evening, and it's down now for a transit report on this Sunday evening. Let's study out down in Rhode Island, where one day on the westbound side, it is slow before Route 1 in North Kingstown, 70 on the westbound side, it is over the West 3 stretch, 95 on the southbound side, also after 395 and New London, Connecticut, down to Old Saybrook, Connecticut, and on the southbound side, the northbound side, also on Old Saybrook. Island Cape, Route 6 on the westbound side, Little Slow from Sandwich to the Stagway Bridge, Route 3 on the northbound side, Little after Route 6 and Stagway headed towards Plymouth. 495 on the northbound side, it is so from Middleborough all the way out to before 24 to Bridgewater. Route 3 on the northbound side, it is so from 123 in Marsh Street all the way at the Derby Street in Hingham. 495 on the southbound side, it is slow before 290 in Marlborough. I.E. Mass Turnpike on eastbound and westbound side, Little Slow on I-84 in Sturbridge, I-84 to the eastbound side, Little Slow in Sturbridge stretch. Service to West Side, southbound side, Stabbing from Dorchester and Quincy and Braintree. Mass Pocket of both ends at a little slow from Stafford Expressway all the way at the Logan Airport. 128 southbound side and it's over Puberty all the way at the Route 93 in Reading. Up in New Hampshire, 95 on the southbound side and it's over Hampton Tolls all the way down for 495 in Newburyport. 95 on the southbound side, little over could remain all the way at the Portsmouth in New Hampshire. But otherwise, highways and byways of Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont are looking good except on I-87 and 9, I-87 and I-89 on the northbound side, it's slow before the Canadian border up in Vermont, and 91 on the southbound side, also after the Canadian border up in Vermont. 91 on the northbound side, it is slow from 57 to Chicopee. 91 on the northbound side, it is slow before I-84 in Hartford, Connecticut. I-84 on both ends, it's slow after the Waterbury stretch. I-91 on the northbound side, Lewis around 691. Merritt Parkway on the southbound side, it did so for Bridgeport to Norwalk. 95 on the southbound side, it is stop and go from Old Saybrook and New Haven, and then Hitchbrick's getting from Bridgeport all the way down to Stamford at 95 on the northbound side, also after 287. Lincoln Line Expressway on both ends, also from Hicksville all the way at the Midtown Manhattan. Lincoln Tunnel slow on both ends, 95, but both ends also from very slow from Fort Lee, New Jersey, all the way at the New Rochelle, New York. 270 on both ends also from the Jersey Turnpike all the way up to Brooklyn. Belt Parkway on both ends so from Brooklyn all the way at the JFK. 670 on both ends so from JFK Airport all the way to Grand Central Parkway around the LaGuardia Airport. New Jersey Turnpike on both ends also after 287 in Edison. 95 on the southbound side is slow. From 76 in Philadelphia down to Chester. 95 on the northbound side, low around 676 in Philadelphia. 676 on the westbound side, low around. From 95 to 76 in Philadelphia. 76 on the westbound side, so from Philly all the way at the King of Prussia. Atlantic City Expressway. It's looking good from Tree Hill to Atlantic City, except also around the Island Stretch. Garden State Parkway on the northbound side, also in Atlantic City, then hit brakes again on the Garden State Parkway on the northbound side from Brick, New Jersey, all the way at the Perth Amboy. I-81 on the northbound side, also after I-78. I-78 on the eastbound side, a little slow around the Allentown Eastern Stretch. New York State 3, it is slow between Fredonia. New York State 3 will also around Hamburg. But otherwise, highways and byways, New York State are looking good. 376 on the westbound side, also from Monroeville and Pittsburgh. Down in Delaware, 95 on the northbound side, also around Route 1 in Wilmington, Delaware. 95 on the northbound side, so from Bel Air to Aberdeen. 95 on the southbound side, also on the Harbor Tunnel of Baltimore. 95 on the southbound side, so from Ellicott City all the way at the I-97. Capital Beltway on the eastbound side, it is from Bethesda to Route 95. 66 on the eastbound side, also from Capital Beltway all the way at the Arlington. 95 on the southbound side, so from the Capital Beltway around the Dumfries. And 95 on the northbound side, so from Spotsman Courthouse to Stafford. And Route 50 is slow from Annapolis all the way at to St. Michael's. And I-79 on the southbound side, also in Glover City. And I-90 on the eastbound side is a little slow around the Cleveland area. Alright, take a look at MBTA alerts. Shuttle bus will replace services for Fairmont trains 2771 4:50 p.m. and outbound at 2772 5:30 p.m. inbound today because Fairmont train line 2772 and 2771 is canceled today. The next scheduled inbound train is expected to depart Reedville Station at 6:30 p.m. and the next scheduled outbound train is expected to depart South Station at 5:50 p.m. And Fairmont line train 2775 6:50 p.m. from South Station canceled today. The next outbound train is expected to depart South Station at 7:50 p.m. and shuttle bus will replace Fairmont train 2775, 6 p.m. from outbound to 2776, 7:30 p.m. inbound today because it was canceled. Western train 2511 is 4:20 p.m. outbound is departed and it's offered 30-40 minutes beyond schedule between South Station and Worcester Station. Worcester train 2510 canceled today. Next available train will be departed. Worcester Station is 2512. And due to ongoing scheduled truck work, midday Worcester line trains may be experiencing delays. Trains specific to left to be sent as needed. Greenbush train 2881 5:10 p.m. out and it's canceled today. The next scheduled outbound train is expected to depart South Station at 8 p.m. And Greenbush line train 2883 canceled today. Next scheduled inbound train is expected to depart Greenbush at 9:30 p.m. And Kingston Plymouth line train 2055 5:20 p.m. from South Station canceled today. President should seek alternative transportation. Kingston Plymouth line train 2056 6:20 p.m. from Kingston is canceled today. Passengers should seek alternate transportation. And Middlebury train 2011 5:40 p.m. outbound is canceled today. The next scheduled outbound train is expected to depart South Station at 8:10 p.m. Middlebury train 2014 7:04 p.m. is canceled today. The next scheduled outbound train is expected to depart Middlebury at 9:22 p.m. Otherwise, coming rail and ferries out. Looking good. Computer Channel News on 5:13 on this Sunday evening, and it's time now for a weather report, and turned out to be a beautiful Father's Day tonight. Forecast got about 55 degrees. South about 5 to 10 miles coming night every midnight. West gets 23 miles on Monday, South got 82 degrees. South about 5 to 10 miles on Monday night, Chester Shores, May after 3 a.m. Increase got about 59 degrees. South about 7 to 9 miles on Chesapeake to 30% new percent about less than 10 minutes possible. Tuesday, Chester Shores, and that's just before 1 p.m. to the slight Chester Shores, Punch South got 84 degrees. Westwood about 7 to 10 miles on Chesapeake to 30% new rain was between a 10.4 to 6 miles possible thunderstorms. So that podcast about 58 degrees. Northwest about 3 to 6 miles on Monday. Wednesday, most of the most coast coming in about 57 degrees. Thursday, most of the podcast about 67 about 55 degrees. Friday, most of the podcast coming in about 56 degrees. Saturday, most of the most coast coming in about 58 degrees. And for Sunday, most of the sky about 84 degrees. Current not near 75 degrees. First skies 24 above Celsius and it's 37% humidity. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel. 5 o'clock news of this June 19, 2016 on a Sunday evening. Peter, have a good evening and goodbye today to 11 o'clock for a late hour report. Have a good evening.